Hey Scorpio, welcome to your November 2020 reading. We're going to go ahead and hop right into your cards. So Scorpio, I sense that there's some level of imbalance going on in November. I feel like you might not be feeling 100% yourself. Honestly, overall in your reading, I've heard psychic instability and emotional instability. I feel like you guys may be finding a hard time balancing, or maybe you're just in a place where you're being more reflective about things that no longer serve you. And this may be due to an actual romantic relationship, if I can pick up the card. Okay, this may be someone that you're in love with, or a best friend, someone that you're really, really close with is what I'm sensing. I feel like either you guys are breaking up, have broken up, had a disagreement, something of that nature. Maybe not. This could really just be a separation from a thought or an emotion, if that makes any sense for some of you, okay? And I feel like it's a very reassuring reading overall, but there's some sorrow around this loss. Maybe you've lost someone, or you stopped being around someone, or, something of that nature. Like you're no longer communicating with a certain person or a certain side of yourself. Maybe you're overworking. Maybe you're too emotional. Maybe it's something going on here that signifies imbalance to me. And I feel like in November, you're deciding that you no longer want to be imbalanced. You're deciding that you no longer want to deal with things that no longer serve you. I feel like some of you may be coming into an understanding that a way that you move about something is not the correct way, or not the way that you want to move. So for example, I'm picturing a person who typically is in a cycle. They may always do something in a certain relationship. They may always date a certain way, or love a certain way, or work a certain way. Like they always do something, and now they're just coming to this idea that I no longer want to work like that anymore. I no longer want to keep going in this cycle. I no longer want to feel the way that I feel, or get in a relationship and this happens, or get a new job and that happens. Like you're going to decide to change something in your life for the better. And that's actually a really, really good thing. Some of you may also decide to go to therapy. I see that with Sapana. This is in reverse. So again, it did signify your psychic instability, or your mental and emotional instability, not feeling complete, not feeling whole. Maybe some of you have some trauma to work through, or some events that you just haven't quite swallowed, or maybe it's some behavioral patterns that you've picked up since you were a child, and now you're realizing that they're causing issues in your life. But therapy may come into play, or you may realize that you want to go to therapy, or you start going to therapy because you need healing that you kind of feel like you can't do within. You know what I mean? So you might be more self-reflective, and you may be trying to make those changes, but it might be harder for you to do that without the help of someone that's a professional. And that's really what they're urging you to do, Scorpio, if that's what you are called to. But I just really think that something or someone has to go. I think that you just are really dividing yourself from things that no longer serve you, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to your career and money cards for the month of November. So we have dreams of abundance. So be sure to write down your dreams. I feel like I say this a million times every time I do a monthly reading, but definitely write down your dreams. Something about your reading makes me feel like there's some mental stuckness. You're stuck on a question. You're stuck on an ideal. You're stuck on how you should move on next. Something of that nature. Your subconscious gives you those answers all the time. I feel like during the day, we're too distracted to listen. So what you may need to do, Scorpio, is actually take time to write down your dreams. Write down, even if you don't have a dream, write down that you didn't have a dream. But keep writing them down, because you'll start to see a pattern and probably an answer to your question, okay? And then we'll go on to... Okay, then you have detox your friendships, okay? And we're not going to read it, but your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you are spending time with. So be around people who actually, build you up. Again, like I said, I feel like you're getting away from someone who no longer serves you, or something that no longer serves you. Maybe you feel like there's some toxicity in the way that you relate to other people, and now you're trying to change that. But be sure to be around people that actually uplift you and actually encourage you or grow you. If they don't grow you, then they don't need to know you. Okay? Period. That's a word. So work on that in November as well. And then we have do the work. And we're not going to read it, but it's not enough to dream or pray. You have to take positive steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Some of you have an idea, or some of you have a passion project, or even your job. Like you're really, really ready to go to the next step, but you're just not. And they're telling you that you got to do it. So you may actually start doing that thing this month, or start realizing where you are stuck with that thing, and start making those positive steps. But sometimes I think we're always waiting on a sign, or we're waiting for the perfect idea or for the perfect this or that. But in reality, the only way you're going to get there is just by going. Okay, so start it and go from there. Even if something about somebody being there's something about someone trying to get a promotion or wanting to make a little more money, but they're not quite doing the best work that they can. I don't know who that's for, but that's for you. So make sure you do the best work that you can to get that promotion that you want, okay? And then we're going to move on to your love and relationships card. So we have kicking it, in control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to score, team player, accomplishing a goal. There we go. And kicking bad habits sticks out for me, like we've been saying this whole reading. You are tired of something. You're tired of acting a certain way. Maybe you always hanging around a friend who kind of brings out a negative side of you, or a certain family member that kind of gets you mad every time you see them. And I know those are very specific situations, but I heard that for somebody. But there's someone or something that you're tired of doing and you're trying to get rid of it, okay? And then we have try me. Not in the mood. The answer is no. Pissed off, on the chopping block, fed up, things need to change. Period. Okay? It's like I said, things need to change. I can't make this up. Things need to change on the chopping block. Like, something has got to go. Someone has got to go, whether that's you or them. Maybe they're leaving. Maybe you're leaving. Maybe it's leaving. Hello, out the door. But at the same time, make sure that, I just feel like in November, you're just really almost on like a cleanse, okay? So let's go ahead and get you some encouragement before we close out. Any messages for Scorpio? Any messages for Scorpio in the month of November? What advice or messages do you have for Scorpio in November 2020? Okay, so if any of you have been asking a certain question, and like I said, mental blocks, if any of you have been asking a certain question, the answer is yes, okay? Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, and expression, okay? Express yourself. Express what makes you dissatisfied. Express what you want to change. Express yourself. If some of you are holding on to trauma, let that thing go, okay? By expressing it, by letting someone know, or by writing it out in a journal, anything like that, okay? Leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. And that's on period. Like I said, do the work. So if you're worried about what's going to happen if you do X, Y, Z, don't worry about it. Just hop on into that thing, okay? That's all I'm saying for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this video, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.